Hi, all curious minds. I plan to create a different kind of video. I still have a couple of days before I start my next assignment. And the time I was waiting, I do what I usually do and geek out. So, Diablo 4 is out, and I was watching tutorials about different builds, and the YouTube algorithm suggested a video about the imminent danger of AI. So, I'm a fan of sci-fi, but I'm kind of worried and concerned about our future. So I decided to watch it. I will have links to it in the description. It was basically a podcast with Mo Gawdat and Stephen Bartlett. I hope I pronounce your names correctly. It was a quite eye-opening podcast, and if you want, you can share the ideas which it can teach you. So, how I think about our world. So our world relies on supply and need. What are the values that I can bring into a company? So I can write code. I can find quickly gaps and suggest solutions that could work. And I have a ton of experience, but experience is knowledge. So I know the areas of fields that I did not touch yet, but if I need, I can adapt them quickly. So basically my work is not just to code, it's about to finding solutions for a problem. It was a very hard time for me to realize this capability. So I talk about AI with a lot of friends of mine and colleagues, and I said I was not afraid of it. It will improve our lives in ways we can't even imagine yet. And it's already doing so. So I use Grammarly to improve the way how I can write in English. I use Google, basically any kind of search engine on the net, to find information I need. I watch YouTube videos to improve my knowledge because there are lots of great things on it. There are personalized ads that can help you find tools what you are looking for. I don't want to get in the ads field, so you need stuff to buy. And there are self-driving cars, so there are many great values that we should be grateful to AI. So why I am concerned? Many of my friends ask me whether I fear losing my job because of AI. Well, sort of. I'm usually telling them a little story, which I'm planning to discuss in the future in more details. So recently I created an Estonian company. I need to have a business email account associated with it. And in the beginning, it was just a simple solution. And if you may guess, it received a lot of spams. It was kind of funny for me. I can distinguish a valid email from a spam without the spam filter. And matter of fact, I can even track it back to the sender. So I received an email saying I will have an FBI audit because they noticed an unusual activity on my banking account. Well, it was like My company is just a few months old, and basically it had no banking transaction till that time. So, okay, I checked the raw email and looked up the sender. It was from Japan. Why would someone send me an email from Japan? So I checked the domain and the server IP, and it was a shared hosting server. And the site was a WordPress site selling stuff for babies. And I'm saying, so we have agile, we have DevOps, we have all these security best practices, and all the cloud infrastructure has been making business activities almost effortless for decades now. And I still receive a spam from a hacked WordPress webshop. So I'm not afraid that I will not be able to have opportunities to contribute to the society. Many times when one asks me about security, development, or even business, I say we should improve our agility. We need to respond to changes quickly, not in months, not in days. We should respond in almost real time. But how can we achieve it? Well, we need to improve the way we approach problems. And to do so, we need to observe the problem, we need to learn from it, and we need to adapt a new techniques we learn on the way. And AI is already better than us, for at least in observation and in the learning part. The adaptation part is up to us for now. For adaptation, we need to have ways to introduce changes, some kind of a policy. This policy is in place to safeguard us from harmful events. But there are almost every time outdated, and they will not allow us to improve as fast how urgent the need is for change. So the biggest policymakers in the world are countries. You can think about the taxation system, the social network, and everything like this. Everything is covered by policies. They called law. So they help us to live in an existentially safe environment. All we need to do is earn enough money to buy food, clothes, and a place we can stay, or on time, things that we like. Now we are going back to, and here we are going back to supply and needs. So I need to eat, I need to sleep, and to do so, I will supply my time, exchange for money that I can, pay for this social network. I know there are ways how you can have a side hustle or a passive income, but in reality, they are all just ways to improve your exchange rate for your time. Now imagine your time is not needed anymore because everything you think about what you want to do, there is an automation. and it's doing its job more faster, more efficiently than you, and you have all the time enjoying it. But you still need to pay money in exchange for your existential safety. And this is the future that scares the hell out of me. So what can we do about it? AI is here, right now. We still have time to make our world a safer place. We just need to find ways to make it happen. To do so, we need to observe, learn, and adapt new ways how we can achieve our goals in a fast and an agile way. Agile, I mean the agile methodology. And here's the catch of the 22. We need AI assistance for do so. So, at this point, I need to thank you, Steve, for your podcast. I found many interesting topics already on it. And I need to thank you, Mo, about your book, Scary Smart. I'm listening to it on Audible, and I also bought your other books as well. I will leave links to their work in the description, and I'm definitely advise everybody to watch the podcast, read the book, or listen to the book. And thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.